Well, I think anytime there's a finality to the season, it's always tough unless you're the last team standing. And for us to lose this game certainly stings, and I'm sure it's going to sting for a long time. But I was proud of the effort of our guys, our ability to weather some real adversity throughout the course of the season and stick together. And I told the guys, I think part of the reason it stings so bad right now is we fully believed and fully expected to win this game. And give San Francisco credit, they made more plays in some of those critical situations down the stretch. It's a tough football team. But I felt like we had plenty of opportunities to kind of put the game out of reach, and unfortunately just didn't do enough. And it's never one play, and it's because I'm sure a lot of it's going to come down to the missed field goal, but there were plenty of opportunities. You go back in the first half and have 3 red zone opportunities and have 6 points. There's a lot of plays out there that it just if one play goes different, and we'll probably have a different result right now. But again, give those guys credit. I got a lot of respect for the players and coaches over there. Obviously, I'm close with a lot of those guys, and but this hurts. I hurt for our team. I hurt for our coaches. I hurt for our fans. This is a special group, and one of the tough things about the National Football League is that group will never be together again as a team. There's so much turnover each and every year, but their ability to stay together when, a lot of stuff was hitting the fan. I couldn't be more proud than to be able to stand up in front of that group, and it's a special group. And I think that, it's a young group that there's a lot of promise for the future, but nothing's guaranteed, and our guys are going to have to attack this offseason. And with, like P was talking to the guys, with the championship mindset, and they got to put in championship work if we expect to get those championship results. And so it's going to be a very important offseason for us. But yeah, I just hurt for those guys right now.
What do you think? Carlson ended up missing a lot of kicks. Looked pretty good in camp. What do you think happened with that?
Yeah, I don't know. I think if we had the answer, we would have fixed it, right? So certainly just got to work on the consistency. We've seen him do it. We know what he's capable, but you got to be consistent in order to last in this league.
Jordan's obviously been really good this year. What do you think happened on a couple of those last drives where he missed some of those throws over the middle there in the last?
I know you guys get annoyed when I say I have to go back and look at it, but I think that's only fair. So, we just didn't make enough plays, and I'm mad about a couple of the play calls. So, it's unfortunate.
How would you sum up his season, including tonight?
I think he's had an outstanding season. I know it didn't end the way we wanted it to. Couldn't be more proud of just who he is. As a man, first and foremost, as a leader of this team. I know this one's going to hurt him. I'm sure he'll be really hard on himself, and he's just got to use it as fuel to continue to get better. But I think we saw so much growth throughout the course of the season, not only from his ability to going out there and playing consistent, winning football, but also I think he grew as a leader, and I think that's very important, obviously, to be the franchise quarterback that I expect him to be for a long time around here. I love working with him. I think that's a special room. I think Tom Clements is. I've told you guys what I feel about him, and Connor Lewis is in there, and they do a great job with these guys, and it sucks right now.
It's hard to see upstairs, or hard to tell from up there. How much did the rain affect the passing game? Is it much?
No. Not at all. I don't think.
With a young kicker like Carlson, what's the message to him when he has a miss like that in such a big spot?
Yeah, you just got to be resilient. You got to find a way to get more consistent. Like I said, like I talked about, I think a lot of young kickers in this league go through some growing pains, and unfortunately, it will get magnified because of the magnitude of this game and the spot that when it happened. And that's just part of it. But you got to be tough-minded. You got to be resilient. You got to be willing to work and find ways to get better.
What do you think San Francisco's defense did, especially late in the game, to throw Jordan off this game?
Nothing. I mean, give them credit. They made plays, but we just didn't make the plays.
Two more, please. What did you think about how your defense played today?
I thought it was fantastic. Certainly, you'd like to get a stop at the end, and that's one of the best offenses in this league. It's one of the best football teams in this league, and like I said, there were so many opportunities. I thought in the first half, even in the second half, where we didn't take advantage of them, and that it stinks.
Matt, how long do you think it'll take for you to get over this and then really take a big picture view at what you guys accomplished this season?
I don't know. I can't tell you. I know it's hard right now to kind of see through everything, and I am proud of these guys, but it's more just the ability to keep competing, to stick together. I mean, there were some tough moments in our season. When we lost some tough games, and this is one of them, quite frankly, to be honest with you. But I've got the utmost confidence that the guys in that locker room, that our staff, everybody will stick together.